Hey everyone, it's Lisa with Swifty Travels, and this week I want to take you to a couple of little spots here in New Mexico off one of the back roads. It's north of Alamogordo. If you're going to visit White Sands and you're headed in that part of the state, these are some areas that are easily missed, but I think it's well worth your time to visit, and I wanted to share it with you today. Now, I will say that I filmed this a while ago, and I hate to admit it, but my audio was muted, and I was telling you all kinds of stories as I visited these spots, and I didn't catch any of it. So I waited a long time before putting it together. So now I'm just gonna give you a voiceover as we visit these spots. I'll show you where I'm at on the map, and I highly recommend that you make some time to check it out. On this trip, we're starting in Albuquerque and driving south on I-25, turning east on 280 at San Antonio, and then driving south on 54 towards Alamogordo. The first stop I've mentioned a while ago on this channel, it's Bosque del Apache. This is a world-renowned wildlife refuge. Now, Bosque del Apache is most famous in the winter months. So if you're making this trip in the winter, sunrise or sunset is the best time, especially sunrise. And so in the past, I've left Albuquerque super early, or I've stayed a night in Socorro and got up at dawn to see the beautiful snow geese take off in masses at Bosque del Apache. That is the big draw. There's not as much happening in terms of bird activity in the summer months, but if you stop by the visitor center and learn about the wildlife refuge, they have a large quantity of hummingbird feeders, and that's also quite a sight to see. I didn't film there in the summer months, I was there in the winter, but it's a place that I absolutely love to see. And even if you're stopping by near sunset or sunrise, no matter what time of year, it's always nice to drive through the loops and look for wildlife. There's all kinds of things you can see there. So now we turn east on 280, and just before you reach Carrizozo, you may notice a lava flow on the landscape, and this is where you'll find Valley of Fire's recreation area. It's known as the Carrizozo Mal País, which is Spanish for Badlands, and honestly the name barely does it justice. It's the result of a volcanic eruption that happened about 5,200 years ago. A cinder cone called Little Black Peak opened up, and for somewhere between 20 and 30 years, it poured molten rock across the valley. The lava flow is considered to be one of the youngest lava flows in the continental United States. It stretches for 45 miles. The geology of this area is so interesting. As you pass the black lava and you keep going south, you'll see the patch of white from the gypsum dunes of White Sands. Now this site has campgrounds and a great nature trail, and the great thing about this trail is it's handicapped accessible. The landscapes are gorgeous. The path takes these paved switchbacks down the hill and then goes through the landscape in a paved loop. I'd say it's about 1 mile in length, and it is a very lovely walk. There are many interpretive signs to take you through the prehistoric people that lived in this area, the animals, and the plants that you can look for. And do watch out for rattlesnakes in the summer. If you're interested in camping, here is a look at the campground. It's perched above the hill overlooking the lava-filled valley. The restroom and shower facilities here are very, very nice. And if you're not staying the night here, there is a fee to use the showers, by the way. There's a visitor center here, but it was closed during our visit. It's a great place to get out and stretch your legs for a nice walk, and it would be a great place to camp. I can only imagine how beautiful the skies are here at night. From here, we travel south down Highway 54 about 26 miles, and then you'll head east on Three Rivers Road. So many people miss this site, and in my opinion, it is the most beautiful petroglyph site in all of New Mexico, and maybe all of the Southwest, although I haven't visited all of them. It's about 4.5 miles to the site from Highway 54. Look for this fun antique shop and this sign. You're going to turn here and head east. This is Three Rivers Petroglyph site, and it's managed by BLM. It's a picnic area with a few campsites and a hiking trail in which you can get up close and personal with 21,000 petroglyphs. There's a small fee for using the area. You'll find a visitor center, various picnic grounds, and restrooms. Now, dogs are not allowed on the trail. However, they do have a special place for you to walk your dogs, just in case you need it. Also be aware that it is super hot here in the summer, so you're not going to want to leave your dogs in your vehicles. Now, here's a little sign about the site. I'll tell you a little more about it as we head up the trail. Now, petroglyphs are pieces of ancient rock art, and these ones were carved into the stone by the North of Alamogordo people between about 200 and 1450 AD. Now, the purpose and meaning of these drawings are still a mystery to archaeologists. I don't know if modern science has uncovered this mystery, but on this sign here it says there are no modern descendants of the North of Alamogordo people. That's fascinating. The main petroglyph trail is about 1/2 mile, and it takes you up this basalt ridge. The most spectacular thing about this site, besides the enormous quantity of beautifully preserved petroglyphs, are the views and the solitude that surround this site. You can see the Sacramento mountain range to the east, and you can see all the way to White Sands to the west. Sierra Blanca Peak has historically been considered a sacred mountain by several indigenous groups, including the Mescalero Apache. Makes you wonder if this was a sacred site or if these carvings had a spiritual meaning. It was truly an honor to walk around amongst these petroglyphs and ponder the mystery. The sky here is just gorgeous. I found the whole area to be stunning. Now, there's another trail down below that goes in the opposite direction. Now, we didn't take that trail. I missed it, actually. It's called the Village Trail. It's much shorter, and it takes you to the remains of a Mogollon village, whose inhabitants were likely responsible for these petroglyphs. Even if you're not necessarily taking a road trip between Albuquerque and Alamogordo, if you come to the area of White Sands, I really recommend you take at least 1/2 day to come up this way and check out this site. I can't believe I missed it all these years. Now, these are the main sites that I wanted to share with you. As you head into Alamogordo, I do highly recommend you check out McGinns Pistachioland. This is a really fun place, especially if you're traveling with a family or you happen to love pistachio ice cream or pistachios in general, and you can get a really fun farm tour. There's also an incredible space museum in Alamogordo. Now, I have a full-length video on the things to do in the Alamogordo area, so if you're interested in planning a trip this way, you're going to want to check out that video right here. Thanks for watching.